Hello. Today I'm opening some magic stuff I have that I haven't opened yet. Let me check my audio real fast. All right, we're good. So I got some of this stuff recently, like this I found really recently. I haven't seen these actually in the wild anywhere. These are the more borderless planeswalker secret lair though. I'll show you what that is if never seen it before. I've got the new arena starter kit because there's some fun cards in there. And I bought this. I've opened one pack to show someone what Infinity was about, because I'd never actually seen the set before. Still the box topper, though. Yes, as you can see, one pack, which we'll go through real fast. Let me see, where's my camera? So much text I've left lying around, no focus. That is a rat in a hat, just Infinity's a joke set. It's a very interesting stuff. Of course, I apologize if it's hard to read the cards. I need a better camera, but this is my phone right now, so. See if I was allowed to play this Commander. Make a 2-colored gate deck. Anyway, there was nothing super crazy in this pack. The fun card we got was Devil K. Neville. I got a cool mountain. And of course the stickers and the attractions and all that. Anyway, let me get to a better position real fast. I'm in this chair. They shake my entire desk. All right. So I'm gonna try my best to do this real quick. All right, so we'll say the box topper for last. Because why not? All right, so this video is going to be weird. It's going to be in 30 frames a second, but OBS is recording in 60, so hopefully it's not too messy. All right. Let's just move the box for now. Now we're going to go through this real fast. Guess I could do some piles. Here's all my comments. My uncommons. I guess we'll do commons, uncommons, rares, lands, attractions. Here's the token, and here's a sticker sheet. All right. Anyway, where was I? I'll just start stack over there. So I haven't actually done anything with Infinity very much. So I'm never going to get this text to focus, am I? Zoom out, but you can see my computer screen. Let me. Yeah, because there's just way too many words. Anyway, let me Soul Swindler, random common. I am looking for Yeah, I'm looking for sticker cards to try to do something goofy in Commander. Because I'm trying to build a 2-color gate deck, and the only way to do it is to clone a gate and give it a different name. Well, there's a very good card I wanted to get, actually. It's called Starlight Spectacular, and it says, I don't know if you can read it, it says, Parade. At the beginning of combat on your turn, choose creatures you control one at a time until each creature has been chosen. Each of those creatures gets +1/+1 until end of turn for each creature chosen before it. So the first creature gets +0/+0, and then 1, then 2, then 3, then 4, then 5 until you run out of creatures. So it's pretty fun. There's an island. It's a dart throw attraction. Superatorium. Ticking mime bomb. That's the uncommon. I got some. There's this dark commander. All right. Cannonball. Interesting. All right. Anyway, I'll be going through these later on my own time also. Just to make sure I pull out. This one? That's just a regular one. I guess I'll stick foils in another pile. All right. These are just regular. Yeah, one-sided. All right. We need to pick up the base. It's already been 6 minutes. Me fiddling with the camera and stuff. All right. Welcome, no bamboozling people. Interesting. Jetpack Janitor. Disembowel. Command Performance. Ticket Automaton. This thing wants microphone access, but I'm not using this microphone. I'm using my microphone as a microphone. So that was all my comments. Spinderella Arachnobat. When Spinderella Arachnobat enters the battlefield, open an attraction. As long as you control 3 or more attractions, Spinderella gets +2/+0 and has menace. Man. Interesting. Oh, lifetime pass holder. Enters the battlefield tapped. When it dies, opens an attraction. Whenever you roll to visit your attractions, you may return it from your graveyard to the battlefield. If you roll a 6. Interesting. It's interesting for a attractions deck. We got an on-world swamp. Some more attractions, a ticket bot, and the Happy Dead Squirrel sticker sheet. All right. Sorry, the quality is not super great. I wish I could do something about it, but I really don't know what I'm doing. I just need a better camera, obviously. Unlawful entry. I'm not worried too much about the comments, but some of them are definitely interesting. That one gives you pay green and tap it, you get tickets. Interesting. Spelling bee. What does this do? Whenever spelling bee deals combat damage into a player, that player looks at the top card of the library and then chooses a word on that card. You spell that word. It's spelled correctly, draw a card, otherwise scry one. I don't know if you can. Let me try to reset that. That didn't help that much. Ooh, there's an off-world mountain. That's a fun one. Oh, those ones are rare. All right, spelling bee to the rare pile. Attraction. Oh, we got a new token. The clown robot. It's a fun one. Ooh, about my camera. We good? Yeah, we're good. I don't know why I'm standing up for this, but I am. Probably because I don't want to move everything. Oh, we got a rare foil in this pack. All right. Anyway, Tapper. Soul Swindler. Super Duper Lost. Glitter Finder. Mistakes Were Made. Something Goblin. That's the classic Mind Goblin. And those are our commons. Goblin Airbrusher. Oh, here's another Commander Legal uncommon. What's this say? Monoxa midway manager. Whenever you roll a 3 or higher, come on. I need you to focus camera, please. Well, I don't know what I'm doing. Maybe I can zoom it out a little bit. Does that help at all? Just a little bit, but then you got my computer in the screen. I don't. There you go. Whenever you roll a 3 or higher, Monuxa Midway Manager gains first strike until end of turn. If you roll 4 or higher, it gains menace until end of turn, and if 5 or higher, it gains lifelink until end of turn. And you can pay 6 to roll 6-sided dice. It's really good with D20s and stuff. Switch back to OBS so that's not as bright. And then we got a meet and greet to say. This is a uncard. Whenever you cast a spell, choose one. You can flavor or history. It's +1/+1 until end of turn. For each flavor text the spell has, if you say flavor, history is create a treasure token. If that spell doesn't share an expansion symbol with a permanent you control of a card in your graveyard. Interesting. An on-world planes, that's a fun one. Dart throw, squirrel stack. Crooked Amphibionaut. As flying as long as you control a sticker permanent. That's a fun card. All right, let me sort these. Now put got the funnel cake food token. That one's very fun looking. All right. I'm definitely going to have a lot of fun going through this later. Anyway, we're just going to go through this somewhat faster now. Just got notifications about Windows Cloud. Very fun. Something balls of fire. Ooh, how about my camera again? Attempted murder. Knight in armor. The carnival barker. Darn. You have 30 seconds to laud a creature you control to any people outside the game. Until end of turn, that creature gains trample and haste and gets +X/+O, where X is the number of those people who applauded. That's a fun one. On World Mountain, Drop Tower, Bounce Chamber, Clown Robot again, and Label Delusionary Hydra. I haven't done much with the stickers, but I know you probably want to use sleeves when you do them because I've seen people's etched foils get ripped apart. Which is not a lot of fun. I've got the one card for sure I was looking for. I wouldn't mind a Shockland, and I would love to get the Most Dangerous Gamer also. But I'm just seeing if anything catches my eye. Interesting. It's an uncard. Oh yeah, this one. I think I remember seeing some people talk about this card. Captain Rex Nebula. Legendary creature, human pilot. Entertainer. Come on, my laptop was getting better quality than this. Beginning of combat on your turn, target non-land permanent you control becomes a vehicle artifact until end of turn. It has base power and toughness are each equal to its mana value. It has crew 2 and crash land whenever this vehicle deals damage. Roll 6-sided dice. The result is equal to that vehicle's mana value. It deals that much damage to any target, then sacrifice the vehicle. Interesting. Off planet forest. Right there, gift shop, clown robot, and some more stickers. That's a different clown robot. All right. Disembowel. Interesting. Interesting name for a creature or card. Ambassador Blippity Blorp Blorp. Or Blippity or Blorpity Blorp Boop. That enters the battlefield, you get 3 tickets, and you may put a sticker on an online permanent you own. Beginning of each combat, you may have Ambassador Blorpity Blorp Bloop's base power and toughness become equal to the number, power, and toughness of all sticker permanents you control. Interesting. Then we celebrate 8,000. Oh, this one is commander playable. The clown robot. At the beginning of your upkeep on combat or not at the beginning of combat on your turn, you can roll 6-sided dice for each result of 1. It gets +1/+1 in the turn. For each result, other result, it gains the indicated ability until end of turn. If you roll doubles, it gains double strike. Interesting. And the abilities, if I could get my camera to focus. Let me just. Menace, Vigilance, Lifelink, Flying, and Indestructible. I'm nowhere near the mic. I'm at the mic now because I'm stinking it different. I'm actually in the chair again. We got a food token and a sticker sheet with the chicken hat. Ooh, that one's fun. All right. I'm trying to figure out how I want to do this. I'm still not satisfied with the camera, but we're just gonna roll with it at this point because I don't know what to do. Ooh, I left some cards in there. I left the sticker sheet. I'm just gonna go put that down there as an acorn on it. I got Juggletron as the first uncommon. Something trespasser. Oh, 3 words. Ballerina, a sheep performer. Just flying, that's fun. And Florosa Mini Marvels, that is a merfolk that I cannot use in Commander. But that's still fun to have nonetheless. A forest, 2 attractions, and a contortionist token. Forget what card uses the contortionist token, but that sounds interesting. That's right. I'm also looking for the 2 planeswalkers. What's their names? Space Bellerin and the Cosmo. No way. Motion sickness, hat trick. And guide. All right. Commander Legal. Commander Space Family Goblinson. That's funny. Space Family Goblinson has trample. As long as you've rolled 3 or more dice this turn, whenever you roll a dice, put a +1/+1 counter on the Space Family Goblinson. And they're a 1/1 to start. Interesting. Goblin Astronauts, Tusk and Whiskers. Another Commander Legal card. Whenever you put an ability sticker on a creature, put a +1/+1 counter on that creature. You can tap it for 2, a green and a white, and you get a sticker. You may put a sticker on an online permanent you own. Interesting. A rare is Photo Op. It's a mythic, actually, isn't it? And before the game begins, you may post a picture of yourself posing like the art of any magic card with guess that magic card and no other text. You may reveal a replied post today with a guess and card. That's funny. So they guess the card, you can cast it, and you get that card. On Planet Island, Fortune Teller, Bounce Chamber, Blue Ribbon. This one seemed interesting. Outside this wasn't legal, but I understand why. Blue Ribbon, oh, it's a foil also. When Blue Ribbon enters the battlefield, ask a person outside the game which creature you control is most deserving of a blue ribbon. Attach blue ribbon to that creature, and it has best in show. Whenever it becomes the target of the spell or ability you control, you can copy that spell or ability. If you do copy it, the copy targets the creature and it has equipped 3. Interesting card. And we got the Fun Treasure, which is like a token, and some more stickers. The stickers are not piling up super well. I'm not being very neat with any of my piles, am I? I mean, part of the reason I was opening this stuff is for the lands, but there's a bunch of cards I don't know about in here. Because I haven't done anything. Maybe nothing with Infinity. These are my first Infinity cards. It's not my first unset, of course. I've got the box set from, 2018 or whatever? With 5 half decks or whatever. It was a weird one when they did that, but it worked out, I suppose. Line Cutter, interesting. All right. So those are comments. We have Fight the Fight. You can enchant it when it enters the battlefield, put a name sticker on it. When you do, enchanted creature fights up to 1 target creature you don't control. It's +2 or +0/+2 for each name sticker on this aura with 8 or more letters. Quick fixer. Dune for the day. I don't know what I'm looking for. That is an uncard. What does this do? Night and death. 2 and 2 black. That's split second, right? That's what I saw. Oh no, just a second. As long as the spell is on the stack, players can't move permanents. One at a time, throw 10 cards you own from outside the game onto the playing area from a distance of at least 3 feet. For each of those cards, Knife and Death deals 1 damage to each creature or planeswalker you don't control that card is touching. You can life equal to the damage. That's interesting. Swamp. Drop Tower Trivia Contest. A balloon token. And some more stickers. There's a jellyfish on there. I like the jellyfish. That one's fun. All right. I hope you guys are enjoying this, even if the camera quality is awful. A real handful. Loot Adventure Soar. Whenever you roll your 3rd dice, it gets a counter. That's fun. Exit through the gift shop. That's an uncard. Oh, we got our first Shockland. Hollow Fountain. Pay 2 life and it enters untapped. Very fun. I will put that in our rare pile. Along with exit through the gift shop. There's our uncommons, and here are our commons. I'm hoping to get a lot more green and white lands, because I usually play green and white, because my commander decks are almost always revolving around Glunch. Somethinosaurus, big winner. All right. Icing Manipulator. Quite an interesting name. Roxy, Publicist to the Stars. Is it 2 in 1 blue, 1 red? Also, legendary creature, human employee. When it flying, its power is equal to the number of permanents you control with an art sticker, plus the number of cards in your graveyard with an art sticker. When it enters the battlefield, distribute up to 2 art stickers among 1 or 2 non-land permanents you own. Interesting. Then we have this one. This is an interesting card. I haven't seen it played very much, though. Exchange of Words. When exchange of words enters the battlefield, choose 2 target creatures. For as long as the exchange of words remains on the battlefield, exchange the text boxes of those 2 creatures. You know, I honestly had no idea that Shocklands would appear in the land slots. It's actually much nicer. Thought they'd be a rare slot, but I suppose if you're drafting this, the lands don't really matter. So, all right. Bank check. Something rocket ship. All right. When this vehicle enters the battlefield, you may put up to 2 name stickers on it. Whenever the vehicle attacks, choose a letter. This vehicle gets +1/+1 until end of turn for each name sticker on that begins with the chosen letter. All right, interesting. Night Shift of the Living Dead. Interesting. There's a legendary DK Finder of the Lost. It's a zombie employee. It's cost 1 a blue and a black. It's a 1/4. When DK Finder of the Lost enters the battlefield, open attraction. Whenever you roll a 2, each opponent loses 1 life and you gain 1 life. Whenever you roll a 4, you may tap or untap target artifact or creature. And whenever you roll a 6, return target creature card from your graveyard to your hand. We got the red black mythic, right? Yep. Magar the Magic Strings. He's a Minotaur performer. 1 black and a red. Note the name of target instant or sorcery card in your graveyard and put it onto the battlefield face down. It's a 3/3 creature with whenever this creature deals combat damage to a player, you may create a copy of the card with the non-noted name. You may cast this copy without paying its mana cost, and if this creature would leave the battlefield, exile it instead of putting it anywhere else. We got a plane, 2 attraction, a ticket bucket bot, and a interesting sticker with the Chandra plushie on it. Got hair on my tongue. Blech. Anyway, Magar always looked like an interesting card to me. Trying to move my chair just a little bit so I'm not as far away from the cards. Making my chair do a whole 360 so I can lean on it. All right, we got Scooch. Interesting name. So the bird gets the worm. Xeno Squirrel. Oh wait, this is a legal squirrel card. What's this say? Enters with 2 +1/+1 counters on it. After you roll a die, you may remove a +1/+1 counter from it. If you do, increase its damage or increase or decrease its result by 1. That's a fun card. There's another Mind Goblin. All right, that's our commons for this one. We have Monitor. Sword Sawing Seraph. Oop, there's the spider again. This is the regular art. Player to enjoy Sculptor. This is not a Commander legal card because the acorn, but it's a white and a blue. When it enters the battlefield for the rest of the game, tokens you own become cards that are still tokens, and then you may put a token from your graveyard or hand onto the battlefield. Interesting. Swamp, 2 attractions, ticket bucket. I got another sticker sheet. That one's an interesting card, but it definitely would be really messy with actual games of Commander. Because any copy tokens would be permanent cards. You just have to use her effect to get them back on the field. All right. So I'm not going to be getting any of the really special foils because those are only in collector boosters, and I didn't want to buy collector booster box. Anyway, we got Trigger Happy, Blades Clerk, Opus. This is where you get the Contortionist tokens. And Main Event Horizon. As an additional cost to cast the spell, choose A through M or N through Z. Destroy each creature whose name begins with the letter in the chosen range. Ooh, we got another Godless Shrine. Very nice. Trash bin. Wish you luck. Spinny Ride. That's our foil. All right, 2 Shocklands ain't bad. I guess I'll put that in the foil stack. I'm looking for the green-white one. I'm forgetting his name all of a sudden. Temple Courtyard. Or something Courtyard. I forget. Oh, and Biggin. This is a good card. What's it say? Until end turn, target non-brushwag creature gets +1/+1 for each super type, card type, and subtype it has. So if you give it a bunch of different types using stickers, it's not a brushwag. It's crazy big. Can't do it with shapeshifters because those are brushwags. Let's see. Treacherous Trapezist, Porcupine, Performer. It's not legal, but an alliterative spell. Scry 2. Includes itself. It's kind of funny. We got a forest. So we got another foil in here too. But no, wait. I put the guy in the wrong pile. There he is. Forest, bumper cars, squirrel stack are amped up. Interesting. All right. We are almost through. We're about halfway through this, and then we're going to open the other 2 things. All right. Gobsmacked. Interesting name. All right. Now we got something Balls of Fire again. Squirrel Squatters. Interesting. What's this say? When Squirrel Squatters enters the battlefield, open an attraction. When it attacks, create a 1/1 green squirrel creature token that's tapped and attacking for each attraction you've visited this turn. Interesting. Attempted Murder. I saw that one earlier. It's the one that makes Stormcrows. Jermaine, Pride of the Circus. It's a mono green commander for 2 green. It's a legendary creature, Cat Performer. Green, tap it, put 2/1/1 counters on target creature with 4 or more legs. That's why you can't use it in Commander. And you can tap 1 and 2 green to tap until end of turn. All creatures able to block target creature with 4 or more legs do so. That's a fun one. An island, drop tower, roller coaster, Gray Merchant of Alphabet. It's a reference to Gray Merchant of Asphodel, obviously. 3 and 2 black. And when it enters the battlefield, choose a letter for each creature you control that has the chosen letter in its name. You gain a life and each opponent loses a life. That's a fun card. It's a shame it's not legal. I can see why, though. All right. I have to dig out all the rares I want to play later, but I think I'll put the Frayed one in my token deck. My Jetmir token deck. It was a Glunch token deck, but then I upgraded it. Now it's much stronger. Anyway, bird gets the worm. Blufferfish, interesting name. Blorbian Buddy. All right, we got Park Blader. Whenever another creature enters the battlefield, you get a sticker token. And then you can put a sticker on a creature you control that enters the battlefield this turn. We got Legendary. Not legal in Commander because it's got the acorn. Pietra, Crafter of Clowns. 1 red and a white. It's a human clown artificer. Taste, robots you control get +1/+1. Red, white. You can tap it to tell a joke you haven't told this game to someone outside the game. You create a clown. If that laughs, a clown robot token. If they laugh, it gets haste. Black hole. Ooh, I haven't seen this one. Destroy target creature and up to X other target creatures, where X is the number of attractions you visit this turn. Interesting card. We got a forest, some attractions, fun treasure token. All right. That one has a fish on it. The reason I'm trying to be quick is I gotta go to work in the morning. I gotta be there at 7. And by the time this video is done uploading, it'll be past midnight. It's almost midnight as we speak. So we're just gonna keep picking up the pace. Interest Battlefield, you get 2 stickers. That's fun. Goblin Airbrusher. Whenever you place a sticker, create a treasure token. If it's an art sticker, you make 2 treasure. That's pretty good. Oh, here's the person on the box. Mirror the Magnificent. It's a red, blue, 2 red and a blue. It's a human form. It's a mythic. Whenever you cast an instant or sorcery spell from your hand, open an attraction. You pay X and exile target instant or sorcery card with mana value X or X from your graveyard and choose an attraction you control that doesn't have a midway counter on it, put a midway counter on it whenever you visit the attraction. Copy the exiled card. That's an interesting card. We got a planes. Pick a meal, bottom, treasure, and some more stickers. That one's got the chain veil. Don't mind me just trying to neaten up some of these stacks real fast. All right, we've gotten. You know what? I should probably be stacking the mythics separately now that I think about it. How many mythics have we gotten? 3? We've gotten 4 mythics. Real stack. Up here, I guess. Did I just? Yes, I did. Right over here. All right. Interesting. Mana rock, but it also gives you tickets. Pair of dice lost. I hear this card is playable. Let's see what it says. It's an artifact for 3 and 2 green. No, it's instant. Roll 2 6-sided dice, return any number of cards with total mana value extra less from your graveyard to your hand, where X is the total of those results, and then exile it. Interesting. Big top. Add 1 color that appeals on your top. Fun. Strength testing hammer. Quick creature attacks. You roll a 6-sided dice. It gets plus X plus O until the end of the turn, where X is the result. If it has the greatest power on the battlefield, you draw a card. Interesting. There's just fun house. You can add a colorless, you can add infinite mana only if you control the 3 Tron lands. You can add pay 7 to get a random thing. All right. From a website which has a randomizer on it. Interesting, interesting, interesting. To say the least. Yeah, we got the teddy bear token. Let's go. All right. Ooh, hello. We've seen this one already. This is Monoxa Midway Manager again. Where's the alternate art? Pick up something splash. Who's this? Roxy. Publicist of the Stars, 2 blue red. Flying when it's power. Oh, you've seen this one. What am I doing? Tech Toke Elemental. It's a uncard. Whenever you create a token or put a counter on a sticker or another permanent, put a knick-knack counter on this thing. Use a unique item that completely fits Tectone Elemental for each knick-knack counter. It gets +1/+1 for each counter on it. So you have to use stuff over and over that fits it. It's unique, so you can't use like pennies or something over and over again. Interesting card. Like I say, that wouldn't be legal, but it does seem like fun to play with. That's the thing with a bunch of these cards. They're all like fun to play with. They're not like that crazy, some of them, but can't take any risk, you know. Oh, I got a foil. A Centaur of Attention. Well, it's obviously a Centaur performer. It costs 2 green, 2 and 3 green for the creature. 3/3. And whenever it enters the battlefield, roll 4 6-sided dice and, what does it say? Can't read it. Store those results. At the beginning of combat on your turn, you may re-roll any number of its dice and it gets plus X plus X. X is the greatest number of stored results on it of the same value. I see. We got a mountain. Spelling Bee was our foil, which is a rare. We saw that one already, though. All right. If you're watching at this point in the comments, I want you to guess how many more Shocklands are going to hit. I'm guessing 1. But no guarantees. All right. Taking Mind Bomb, Park Bleeder, Icing Manipulator, and Killer Cosplay. That's a mythic, but it is a unmythic, I guess you can say. I think I saw this one spoiled, actually. So it cost a green. Whenever Killer Cosplay becomes attached to a creature, choose a creature card. Name with an identical mana cost. That creature becomes a copy of the card with the chosen name until... Interesting. So the one equipped becomes a copy. An island. 2 things. What is it? Those goggles. I held these way up high. All right. That's a mythic. Up. It's a little bear wearing a costume, if you couldn't tell. It's like a Tarmogoyf costume or something. Anyway. Back sounds. All right. All right, done for the day. I haven't seen this one today. For in-step, if you control an equipment, a performer, or a robot, you may get a ticket or create a treasure token. If you control all 3, you may put a sticker on a non-land permanent you own. Interesting. Campfire. When it enters the battlefield, you get a ticket. You may put a sticker on a creature card in your graveyard. Return target creature card with a sticker on it from your graveyard to the battlefield. It gains haste, exile at the beginning of the next step. Only has a sorcery. Quick Fixer. Whenever it deals combat damage to a player, open an attraction as menace. It's a 2/3. Surprise Party. All right. Uncard. What's this say? It's an enchantment for 2 and a white. When Surprise Party enters the battlefield, deal surprise and put onto the battlefield a number of printed clown robot tokens that aren't touching each other that you hid on the battlefield before you cast Surprise Party, and that weren't spotted by an opponent before you cast Surprise Party. They get +1/+0 and have vigilance. We got a forest. We got a space forest. That's a fun one. Look at that. I have 2 attractions. A foil. Motion Sickness. Interesting. Stormcrow. Some stickers. All right. We're getting there. I would have been recording this earlier, but I was having technical difficulties because I just reinstalled the app I use to use my phone. So I was dealing with that. It's occurred to me maybe it'll focus better if I... Oh, don't mind my OBS. Put them in the light. I mean, look at that. That's a little better. Oh, all right. Where were we? Pie eating contest. It's a little better. Goblin Blastronauts, Tuscan Whiskers. We got that one before. Party of Mirror's Marbles. Legendary creature. It's an uncard. When it enters the battlefield, choose a number. You cast a spell with the chosen number of lines of flavor text. Put that many +1/+1 counters and target creature and as partner. Interesting. Oh, there's a space planes. All right, let me. All right. Don't mind those Lego pieces. I forgot they were on my desk. I need to put them away. I don't know where to put them right now, though. They're extras. All right. Assembled ensemble. That's on guard. Astroquarium. Wicked Picker. And we've got Katrina of Mira's Marbles. This one's also his partner. Plus 2 and a white. And it says, as Katrina of Mira's Marbles enters the battlefield, choose a letter whenever you cast a spell with the names begins with the chosen letter. Make a cat with flying. A cat with flying. Interesting. A mountain. For the spout, haunted house, zombie employee. Oh no, not the employee. I do feel like that sometimes, though, at some jobs, doesn't it? All right, we're almost there. Come on. Bah. Another line cutter, of course. I think there was a foil back there, unless I... Probably just a attraction, though. Something, rocket ship. Night, shift to the living dead. Key finder again. Or finder of the lost. We got clown car. What does this one do? So it's artifact. Cost. X. Yeah, X. And when it enters the battlefield, roll X. 6-sided dice for each odd result. Create a clown robot. For each even result, put a +1/+1 counter on it as crew 2. It's a 1/1. Interesting. An island. Peekaboo concession stand. The superatorium. A foil. A ticket bot. And some stuff. Juggletron. It's a fun name. Something trespasser. Ballerina again. Oh, there's a new one. Truss, chief engineer. It's a Vidalcan rogue employee. Whenever Truss, chief engineer, enters the battlefield or another creature dies, put a hack counter on it. 2 tap remove X hack counter submit. Add or subtract X from the number word on target spell or permanent until end of turn. This effect can't reduce the number below 1 or number word below 1. Interesting. So it's like, hey, it's going to target this many spell creatures. And you're like, no, it's just going to target 1 if you have enough stuff to remove. Oh, we got the fun squirrel token. That's nice. I think that was my first squirrel token. Being chased by Cosmo. We still haven't gotten Cosmo, sadly. It's not that expensive, but still. Give me that Cosmo. All right. There's another Mind Goblin. All right. That was a small amount of comments. We might have a foil in here. Priority boarding. Whenever you roll a die, reveal the top card of your library. Do this only once each turn. Whenever you reveal a card with mana value less than the result, you may exile it. If you do, you may play it this turn. Interesting. There's a Resolute Vegisaur, and we've got Souvenir t-shirt. All right, there's a new one. Costs 3. It's an uncard. It's an equipment. It says, Gear Up, sponsored by Wizards of the Coast. A souvenir t-shirt enters the battlefield. Roll 2 6-sided dice for each magic. magic branded item you're wearing. Roll an additional 6-sided dice. Choose 2 of those results. Quick creature gets plus X plus Y. You can, because you have to be wearing magic gear for it to be good. That's why it's an unset card. Alright, no foil. That's all good. There's still a couple cards I'd like to find. Either the Planeswalkers, Most Dangerous Gamers would be a fun one to get, and then any more Shocklands. I still want to find one more. But I said I would think we're going to get one more, so I'd like to be right at the very least. High Eating Contest. Angelic Herald. Oh, this is a legendary creature. 3 white and a blue. Oh, no, 1 white and a blue. When it enters the battlefield, you put a name sticker on an online permanent you can own. Each creature you control 3 or more words in its name and get +1/+1. Trapeze Artist. And don't try this at home. Space Mountain. Not the Disney ride. I probably should clarify. It's just a mountain in space. Wait a second. I forgot to visit the rare. Just don't try this at home. I was going to read that, wasn't I? Relies on you knowing if something's hot. It's kind of funny. Whenever a hot source you control would deal damage. See, that's the sort of stuff that I love about Infinity and Unsets. They're ridiculous. Alright, another rat in the hat. Oh. Tug of War. What is this card? Sorcery. Players play a subgame starting at 5 life and with up to 3 permanent cards with different names from their main game library on the battlefield. As the subgame ends, the winner chooses one of the cards they put on the battlefield. As the subgame begins, puts it on the battlefield rather than shuffling it into their library. Fun. Got a planes. There's a mythic. Wow. 2 more attractions, another squirrel token, and some stickers. All right. 4 more packs. Yep. This is the last couple of packs, then I'll open those 2 starter decks and the secret lair. And then we'll call it quits because they're about to hit an hour. There's a foil in this. Autograph book. Lion Branchers, the Space Family Goblinson, of course. And then there's a new one. Solar Flora, Intergalactic Icon, 3 and 2 white for a legendary creature human guest. The 3/3 is on guard though. Or as an equipment you control attached to Solar Flora, Intergalactic Icon, affect other creatures you control so that they have them attached to them. Creatures and stickers on Solar Flora are counters and stickers. So why wouldn't this work? I mean, that's a really good card if it worked outside of I don't understand why it wouldn't work outside of the on stuff though. Nope. The foil is down for repairs. Interesting. Right now I'd run that in or a enchantment deck. That sort of stuff, but it's not legal for some reason. That one could be legal, I feel like. Goblin Christopher Boldest. That's haste, and when Goblin Cruiser, how do you say it? Christopher Verbalist enters the battlefield. Create a colorless artifact token named your choice of AEIOU whenever it attacks using the first letter of the name of permanents you control. Spell a word that hasn't been spelled this game. I guess +1/+0 for until end of turn for each letter in that word. A swamp. 2 attractions, clown worker, and another sticker sheet. 2 more packs. All right, we're hoping for Cosmo, or Cosmo's the one I really want. Because I thought the dog where you roll dice for planeswalker abilities was really fun. We're hoping for Cosmo or one more Shockland. If we get both, we over the moon. No foil this pack, unless I'm mistaken. Who's this? Another mythic. Alila, Hospitality Hostess. For 2 green and white. You can look at the top card of your library anytime. You can cast common spells from the top of your library. Cast you control, get +1/+1. Interesting. And a forest. Ooh. A foil mountain. Very fun. I'll put that right there. All right, last pack. I don't think we're gonna get Cosmo because of how many mythics we've already opened. Big top. Lost Dice, Strength Testing Camera, and another random one with partner. Nocturno of Lyra's Marvels. When it enters the battlefield, choose a word with 5 or more letters. Whenever you cast a spell with the chosen word in it, the rules decks, you draw a card and lose 2 life. As partner. Names for our land. All right. Another contortionist and it says ribbit. It's a frog with its tongue out. Interesting. All right. Well, we got some interesting things today. I'll definitely end up using. Apparently. Shuffle all that away. Oh, forgot. Gotta open our box topper. This should be a special Shockland. Overgrown Tomb. All right. It's a swamp forest. This is not the one I wanted, but it's a foil Shockland. That's pretty cool. Put that in our foil pile, which you can't really see right now. All right. I wanted the green-white one, but I'm all right. I already got the green-light Shockland. I've got 1 copy of it, just not the Infinity version. Anyway. I'm gonna pull out both the decks. Comes with 2 deck boxes, and it also comes with codes for Arena, which I'm going to save. I do play Arena, but I haven't gotten a bunch of these cards, so it'd be nice to get them. Looks like they're at the back of the deck. Maybe a slight problem. Well, these decks aren't anything crazy. The entire thing cost me $20. Because they're starter decks, they're not meant to be crazy. So I put that out of the way, and then I'll get the second code out also. So the 2 decks, there's a green-white, I believe it's a counters deck. And the second deck is red-blue dragons. One of these codes I think I can give away, but I don't know. But it comes with a foil Bloombringer Balcony and the Trenches as a mythic, Silverback Elder as a mythic. This is the green-white deck, by the way. Dusk Legion Duelist, Siege Veteran. This is my first Ancient Imperious or Korean Beast Caller. It's a lot of these cards I don't actually own. Storm the Seed Core, Semite Herbalist, Sigil Sentinel, Mesa Cavalier, Cooped Up, here, Great Blade Master, Chopping Kavu, Mangaloth Sentry, Giant Growth, Titanic Growth, Broken Wings, Fairground Trespasser, and Blossoming Sands, and then a bunch of lands. And that should be, yep, that's it for that one. Then we've got Terror of Carriages as the foil rare. We got Sarkin, very fun. Shivan Devastator, Ragefire Hellkite, Aether Chandler, Ingenious Prodigy, Dragonwing Glider, and Godric, Cloaked Reveler, and the rest are uncommon. Kolagon Warmonger, Archive Dragon, a couple of those, Dragon Whelp, Witchstalker Frenzy, Shivering Branch Burner, Quick Study, Stormkelp Prowler, Stasis Field, Lightning Strike, Rock Hunter, Saltwater Cliffs. There's going to be a couple of those and a bunch of island and mountains. All right. Yeah, those are interesting. I'll have to just figure out if those cards are worth it. It probably would be a fun building dragons. Anyway, we're on to the secret lair now. Last thing I'm opening. But this is the one that was exclusive to the WPN stores, which I don't go to very often, but I visited a store today near my college, and I got these, but these are cool. So these are 4 alternate art Planeswalkers. These are going to be foil. And they're fractionized versions of the Planeswalkers. So we have Ugin the Infallible. That's the War of Spark Ugin. Color spells cost 2 less to cast. 2. And then you can exile the top card of your library face down and look at it. You create 2/2 colorless spirit creature token. And when that token leaves the battlefield, you may put the exile card in your hand and destroy target permanent that's more than 1 color as it's -3. We have Sarkhan Dragon Soul. This is the M19. Sarkhan? No, M20. M21, I don't know. But it has +2, which deals 1 damage to each opponent and each creature your opponent controls. It gets -3, which deals 4 damage to target player Planeswalker, and it's -9, lets you search for every dragon in your library and put it on the battlefield. Got Sorin, Impervious Bloodlord. It's a very good vampire tribal Sorin. It's +1, gives a creature Death Touch and Lifelink. If it was a vampire, it gets a counter on it. You can sacrifice a vampire with this other +1. When you do, it deals 3 damage to any target and you gain 3 life. Or you can -3, put a vampire creature card from your hand onto the battlefield. And then we've got Nicol Bolas Dragon God, which has the activated abilities of all Planeswalkers you control. First +1, you draw a card. Each opponent exiles a card from their hand or a permanent they own in play. And you can -3 destroy target creature or Planeswalker. I really wish my thing could read this. And then -8, each player who doesn't control a legendary permanent loses the game. And our bonus card is Mesmeric Sliver. I don't have this sliver yet. All sliver tap when this enters the battlefield, you may Fate Steal 1. Fate Seal 1. I have no idea what Fate Seal is. Anyway, these are all foil. They're super cool. And I figure out what I'm doing with them later. Anyway, I'm going to wrap up the video so I can upload it and go to bed. But I'm out of here, guys. I hope you enjoyed me opening a bunch of random stuff, and I'll see you later.